How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, as always, Hicksydust, and welcome back to another Madden playthrough video. Today, we are going to try and rebound back from our loss against San Francisco. We will be playing the Rams, who are currently 0-3. I've already gone ahead and did some scouting. I just wanted to show you guys how I like to do it. We're ranked 25th right now in the league, which means that they expect us to finish high, but maybe not make the playoffs. But you always want to scout towards the end of the first or the beginning of the second round. That's how I like to start it, because obviously that's what we're trying to do. Your goal is to get to the postseason, which means you're going to have a higher draft pick, so you're going to want to draft or scout later in the round. So I like to do the last 2 or 3, or the first, and then the first like 2 or 3 into the next round. That's just how I like to do it. You guys can, it's just something to keep in mind when you're scouting your players. Also, if you see anyone here with this little purple sign, that means that they're a good fit for your scheme. Whatever system your coaches are running, they'll be able to plug and play right into that. So you want to keep an eye on that for free agency. Going into this game, we'll have 2 injuries. Dexter Lawrence and Ryan Khalil, our starting center and our starting left end. So that'll be a challenge in this week. We are currently tied for second place in the division. The Eagles are 3-0. The Cowboys and us are 2-1, and then Washington is 0-3. As for new NFL news, there's not much. Deshaun Watson still looking for a trade. J.J. Watt being released by the Texans. Just some players to keep an eye on. I'll try to see if I can find some more NFL news for you guys next time.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30.
Wow. Did not expect to start the game off that way.
All the way. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. Get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Rams ready to take over on offense, and they will do so behind the first overall pick in the 2016 draft. Now he's in season number 5 out of Cal. It's Jared Goff.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Open Higbee, the tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 23 carries, 56 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
That's good.
The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Can't afford another
It's a
player to get
1-yard
hurt.
loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And they'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Up into the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back, but down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out in his 3rd season from UCLA, a former 10th overall pick, Josh Rosen. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At the 28-yard
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 77 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
and the Giants 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete to Sterling.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Gain of 22 yards. 1st down, New York.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Open man, Taylor Gabriel.
That's 2 for him.
Take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. Then the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Rams nothing.
They'll run now with Brown. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run. This is Brown. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
That's good.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Goff on 1st down. He's going to be sacked.
Big time
back
sack.
at the 23-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd down and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Taylor Gabriel.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down. And
On third down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Rams going to go ahead and use
How
the
aggressive
first
do
of
I
their
want to play this
timeouts,
right now?
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Pretty sure I am not in field goal range.
First of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Dancing to his left. Incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Really?
Incomplete with 9 seconds.
Right off the hands of Alan Lazard.
On fourth down on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
I guess I should explain why I was trying to force it to Shepard there.
And I love the way
Shepard was complaining about his me not using him, so he wants at least 5 catches in this game. That's why I was trying to force it to him and get that out of the way.
Risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time...
Now Brown only lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants! He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
That might be ruled down by ground, but down by contact. But it looks like it came out beforehand. I don't know. Yep. Okay.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
LA Rams. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's gone. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
A run here with Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
That was an interesting looking play.
And incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Out to the right here to Shepard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Is good. Makes the score Giants 20. Rams nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
On 2nd and 10, gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And it's intercepted. Julian Moore picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over first.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
That should satisfy Shepard this week. He was unhappy last week.
And that stretches the lead to 27. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Goff now looks to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
That's good.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they will get him down, but not before he gets
Bobby Tree.
As that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
They'll take over.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
They'll go to Barkley again. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
At the 16-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Now Saquon Barkley, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright guys, thank you for tuning in for the channel. Hit that like and subscribe button if you liked what you saw here today. And of course, feel free to return for more Hicksydust content. I'll see you guys on the next one.